I'm plugging my heart into a vacuum tube, changing the shape of the emotional cube. I got a high voltage fever in an analog frame, playing a sophisticated neon lit game. The wires are humming with a soulful intent, wondering where all the original electricity went. I've got the mahogany soul and the velvet chords, back when the music didn't need the awards. But I love the way you spark in the middle of the track, bringing the power and the vibration back. It's a beautiful friction, a magnetic pull, making the empty spaces feel heavy and full. It's a chemical reaction, a lightning bolt grace,
a futuristic glow in a vintage style place.
we're crossing the wires
In a rhythmic embrace.
Welcome to the electric vintage machine, the loudest connection that the world's ever seen. It's a crossover current, a jazz soul surge, where the past and the future decide to converge.
Supercharged spirit
In a wooden design, electric vintage, crossing the line.
The needle is jumping on the record tonight, igniting a fire with the digital light. I've learned that the energy never gets old, it just needs a brand new story to be told. So
Turn up the volume and let the speakers just moan in the most soulful frequency I've ever known.
I'm sampling the wisdom,
I'm looping the pride, taking the listener on a rhythmic ride. It's a high fashion circuitry, a glamorous hum, waiting for the total amplification to come. We're wired for the beauty, we're built for the grit, in an electric vintage where the pieces all fit. It's a chemical reaction, a lightning bolt grace,
a futuristic glow in a vintage style place.
we're crossing the wires in a rhythmic embrace. Welcome to the electric vintage machine, the loudest connection that the world's ever seen. It's a crossover current, a jazz soul surge, where the past and the future decide to converge.
Supercharged spirit
In a wooden design, electric vintage, crossing the line. Feel the spark, light the dark,
leave a permanent glowing watermark.
from the battery pack to the core of the soul. Electric vintage is in total control. Welcome to the electric vintage machine, loudest connection that the world's ever seen. It's a crossover current, a jazz soul surge, where the past and the future decide to converge.
Supercharged spirit
In a wooden design, electric vintage, crossing the line.
shocking, it's a live kit
Electric vintage,
until the power fades.
The fire escapes are dripping with a charcoal gray as the spirit of the uptown starts to fade away. I'm walking through the puddles of 125th Street, hearing the ghost of the legends in my feet.
The air is heavy with the scent of fried soul,
Trying to make the fragmented city feel whole.
I've sung on these corners when the world was in bloom, underneath the light of a big band moon. But there's a special kind of magic when the sky starts to cry and the neon reflects in the wet passerby.
Harlem don't sleep, it just waits for the storm to keep the history and the melodies warm. It's a liquid blue anthem, a soulful descent, paying the price of emotional rent. We're soaking in the rhythm where the giants once went. Oh, let it wash over us, that Harlem rain, cleaning the sorrow and the metropolitan stain. It's a bluesy crossover, a jazz-drenched street where the high life and the struggle decide to meet under the awning of a legendary stage. Harlem rain, writing a brand new page.
The Apollo is silent, but the bricks have a voice. They tell the story of the struggle and the choice. I can hear Duke and Ella in the thunder's roll, the original architects of the American soul.
The rain is a witness to the things that we've seen in the space that exists between the has-been and the been.
I'm wearing my hood up, watching the steam rise,
Looking at the world through some vintage colored eyes.
It's a crossover pilgrimage, a rhythmic prayer.
Feeling the electricity in the damp city air.
We don't need an umbrella,
Let the moisture just sink as we stand on the edge of the historical brink. It's a liquid blue anthem, a soulful descent, paying the price of emotional rent. We're soaking in the rhythm where the giants once went. Oh, let it wash over us, that Harlem rain, cleaning the sorrow and the metropolitan stain. It's a bluesy crossover, a jazz-drenched street where the high life and the struggle decide to meet under the awning of a legendary stage. Harlem rain, writing a brand new page.
pouring down the avenue,
Drowning out the solitude.
it's a change of heart and a change of mood,
The gutters are flowing,
with the songs of the past.
a soulful tradition that was built to last. Oh, Harlem rain,
Feel the soul,
Harlem rain.
oh, let it wash over us.
That Harlem Harlem rain, writing a brand new page. So wet and cold,
but it feels
so warm inside.
Harlem rain,
Wash it all away. The sun has slipped below the level of the sea, leaving a world of a violet mystery. I'm looking at the towers of a deep sapphire, waiting for the stars to start a celestial fire.
I'm tracing the horizon with a digital touch,
wondering why the evening matters so much.
I've seen the skyline change from a gray to a blue,
watching how the shadows give a brand new view.
There's a dignity found in the depth of the dive,
under the dome of a plum-colored sky. I've got my coat and a soulful intent,
tracing
where the original daylight went.
It's a saturated silence,
a royal kind of joy,
a sophisticated nature
for a girl and a boy.
We're merging with the shades
that the heavens employ. We're lost in the indigo skyline tonight, fading away from the harshness of the light.
It's a crossover horizon,
a jazz-infused dream, flowing like a river in a moonlit stream. Deep and majestic, a soulful design, indigo skyline, perfectly divine.
The windows are glowing like diamonds in the dark,
leaving a permanent,
beautiful mark. I've learned that the glory is often in the shade,
in the delicate patterns that the evening has made.
It's a vintage perspective, a soul-infused view,
turning the asphalt into something so new.
I'm amplifying the purple until it gets
thick in an indigo skyline that makes the heart tick.
It's a high-definition cobalt-based soul,
letting the saturation take a massive control.
We're mirrors of darkness,
we're shadows of song in an indigo skyline
that is a lifetime long. It's a saturated silence,
a royal kind of joy,
a sophisticated nature
for a girl and a boy.
We're merging with the shades
that the heavens employ. We're lost in the indigo skyline tonight, fading away from the harshness of the light.
It's a crossover horizon,
a jazz-infused dream, flowing like a river in a moonlit stream. Deep until the moon is high. The fire escapes are dripping with a charcoal gray as the spirit of the uptown starts to fade away. I'm walking through the puddles of 125th Street, hearing the ghosts of the legends in my feet. The air is heavy with the scent of fried soul, trying to make the fragmented city feel whole.
Sung on these corners when the world was in bloom, underneath the light of a big band moon. But there's a special
kind of magic when the sky starts to cry and the neon reflects in the wet passerby.
Harlem don't sleep, it just waits for the storm
to keep the history and the melodies warm. It's a liquid blue anthem, a soulful descent, paying the price of the emotional rent. We're soaking in the rhythm where the giants once went. Oh, let it wash over us, that Harlem rain, cleaning the sorrow and the metropolitan stain. It's a bluesy crossover, a jazz-drenched street where the high life and the struggle decide to meet under the awning of a legendary stage. Harlem rain, writing a brand new page.
The Apollo is silent, but the bricks have a voice. They tell the story of the struggle and the choice. I can hear Duke and Ella in the thunder's roll, the original architects of the American soul.
The rain is a witness to the things that we've seen in the space that exists between the has-been and the been.
I'm wearing my hood up,
watching the steam rise,
looking at the world
through some vintage colored eyes.
It's a crossover pilgrimage,
rhythmic prayer, feeling the electricity in the damp city air.
We don't need an umbrella,
let the moisture just sink as we stand on the edge of the historical brink. It's a liquid blue anthem, a soulful descent, paying the price of the emotional rent. We're soaking in the rhythm where the giants once went. Oh, let it wash over us, that Harlem rain, cleaning the sorrow and the metropolitan stain. It's a bluesy crossover, a jazz-drenched street where the high life and the struggle decide to meet under the awning of a legendary stage. Harlem rain, writing a brand new page. stage, Harlem rain, writing a brand new page. So wet and cold, but it feels so warm inside. Harlem rain, wash it all away. The room is a gallery of the things I haven't said. The spectrum of colors living inside of my head. I'm standing in front of a giant blank white, waiting for the inspiration to hit me tonight. I got the charcoal for the sorrow and the gold for the joy, a palette of emotions for a girl and a boy.
I've painted my life with the blues and the grays, tracing the patterns of the metropolitan days. But when I see you, the colors get bright, like a masterpiece captured in the morning light. Every line is a lesson, every smudge is a grace, written in the beauty of a weathered face. It's a spiritual texture, painting our secrets on a canvas of sky, blending the shadows where the memories lie. We're working on a soul canvas tonight, mixing the dark with the brilliant light. It's a crossover portrait, a jazz-infused sketch, reaching for the dreams that we're trying to fetch. Vibrant in velvet, a masterpiece soul on a soul canvas, making us whole. I remember the sketches that I made as a child, before the world grew so frantic and wild. But the art doesn't change, it just grows in the depth, like the rhythm of a heartbeat or the taking of breath. It's a soulful expression, a timeless design, drawing the path of a heart-shaped line. I'm adding the texture of the modern-day grit, finding the places where the colors all fit. It's a high-fashion mural, a glamorous stain, turning the struggle back into the rain. We're masterpieces in progress, we're works of the heart on a soul canvas where the melodies start. It's a spiritual texture, painting our secrets on a canvas of sky. We're blending the shadows where the memories lie. We're working on a soul canvas tonight, mixing the dark with the brilliant light. It's a crossover portrait, a jazz-infused sketch, reaching for the dreams that we're trying to fetch. Vibrant and velvet, a masterpiece soul on a soul canvas, making us whole. Technicolor sky, from the brush to the paint to the edge of the soul. Soul canvas is taking control. Soul canvas, canvas, paint the truth. We're working on soul canvas tonight, mixing the dark with the brilliant light. It's a crossover portrait, a jazz-infused sketch, reaching for the dreams that we're trying to fetch. Vibrant and velvet, a masterpiece soul on a soul canvas, making us whole. Just a masterpiece, one for the books, kids. Soul canvas.
until the paint dries. I'm blooming in the corner where the light doesn't reach, learning the lessons that the shadows have to teach. My petals are velvet and my scent is a sin, wondering where the music and the magic begin. I'm a rare breed flower in a greenhouse of glass, watching the ghosts of the metropolitan pass.
I've walked through the jungles of the concrete and steel, searching for something that was actually real.
And then I found a blossom in the dead of the night, radiating a purple mysterious light. You're a crossover beauty, a jazz-colored seed, giving a weary soul everything I need. It's a nocturnal nectar, a poisonous joy,
a sophisticated nature for a girl and a boy,
but growing in the dark that the heavens employ. We found a midnight orchid in the rain, growing through the sorrow and the metropolitan pain. It's a soul-infused blossom, a jazz-drenched bliss, sealed with the dew of a botanical kiss. Exotic and elegant, a rhythmic design, midnight orchid, perfectly divine.
The garden is sleeping, but we're wide awake for the sake of the rhythm and the beauty we make.
I've seen the roses and I've seen the weeds, but you're the only one who fulfills my needs. It's a vintage fragrance, a soulful perfume, filling up the emptiness of the lonely room.
I'm stretching my leaves to the beat of the drum, waiting for the pollination of the spirit to come.
It's a high-fashion floral, a glamorous root, the branches of jazz and the ancient fruit. We're blossoming slow in the violet haze, under the influence of the urban ways. It's a nocturnal nectar, a poisonous joy,
A sophisticated nature for a girl and a boy.
we're growing in the dark that the heavens employ. We found a midnight orchid in the rain, growing through the sorrow and the metropolitan pain. It's a soul-infused blossom, a jazz-drenched bliss, sealed with the dew of a botanical kiss. Exotic and elegant, a rhythmic design, midnight orchid, perfectly divine. Drink the dew, feel the bloom. There's no more space in this crowded room. From the petal to the pollen to the edge of the soul, midnight orchid is in total control. Midnight orchid, orchid, midnight orchid. Midnight orchid, orchid. We found a midnight orchid in the rain, growing through the sorrow and the metropolitan fresh bliss, sealed with the dew of a botanical kiss. Exotic and elegant, the rhythmic design. Midnight orchid, perfectly divine. Bloom for me, always kid. Midnight orchid, hidden from the sun. I'm standing in a hall of 1,000 empty frames, where the walls have forgotten the echoes of the names.
I'm wearing a mask made of a thin yellow gold,
keeping in the secrets that were never to be told.
The air is motionless,
the dust is a ghost, frozen in the middle of a silent, holy toast.
I've shouted from the rooftops and I whispered in the dark, searching for a fire or a tiny little spark. But there's a heavy dignity in a word that isn't said,
a golden kind of quiet for the living and the dead.
I see the reflection
of a life in the glare of a gilded silence in the motionless air. It's a metallic stillness, a precious kind of hush, a sophisticated pause in the middle of the rush. We're painting the void with a golden tip brush. We're lost in a gilded silence tonight. Everything is covered in an expensive pale light. It's a crossover hollow, a jazz-infused piece, where the noise of the struggle and the vanity cease, wrapped in a luxury of a quiet so deep. Gilded silence is a promise we keep.
The statues are watching from their pedestals of stone in the most majestic frequency I've ever known. I've learned that the power isn't always in the sound, but in the
golden weight of the peace we have found. It's a vintage perspective, a soul-infused view,
turning the emptiness
into something so new. I'm amplifying the nothing until it gets loud, tracing the silhouette of a shimmering cloud. It's a high definition 24-karat soul, letting the stasis take a massive control.
We're masters of the mute,
we're shadows of the grace,
in a gilded silence,
in a sacred kind of space. A metallic stillness,
a precious kind of hush,
a sophisticated pause in the middle of the rush. We're painting the void with a golden tip brush. We're lost in a gilded silence tonight. Everything is covered in an expensive pale light. It's a crossover hollow, a jazz-infused piece, where the noise of the struggle and the vanity cease, wrapped in a luxury of a quiet so deep. Gilded silence is a promise we keep. Don't speak, don't breathe. Let the heavy world simply start to unweave. From the leaf to the gold to the edge of the soul, gilded silence is in total control. Yeah. is a promise we keep. Just gold, nothing but peace, kid. Gilded silence until the dawn breaks. The pink and the purple are bleeding through the rain as I try to find a rhythm in the metropolitan pain. I'm wearing a future that was written in the past, wondering how the memories were ever built to last. Dancing in the flicker of a retro modern glow, watching how the ghosts of the digital ways grow.
I remember when the neon was a brand new kind of light, cutting through the shadows of a lonely city night. But now it feels like home, like a faded old friend, a technicolor story that refuses to end.
And I see the reflection of a 1950s dream in the jagged edges of a laser-colored beam.
It's a high-definition memory,
a fluorescent joy, a sophisticated toy for a girl and a boy.
We're dreaming in the shades that the
circuits employ. Crossing the line.
The jukebox is glowing like a shrine in the hall, while the laser light shadows climb up on the wall. I've learned that the beauty is often in the flash, in the soulful collision and the rhythmic crash.
It's a vintage perspective on a modern day grid, showing the world what the darkness has hid.
I'm checking the voltage on the electric air,
with the scent of the ozone and the wind in my hair.
It's a high fashion longing,
a glamorous hum, waiting for the total recollection to come. We're masterpieces in progress, captured in the gas, in a neon nostalgia that will never let us pass.
There's a high-definition memory,
a fluorescent joy, a sophisticated toy for a girl and a boy.
We're dreaming in the shades that the
circuits employ. We've got that neon nostalgia tonight, basking in the glow of an artificial light. It's a crossover fever, jazz soul surge,
where the memory and the battery decide to converge.
Electric is where the digital stories begin. From the cathode to the ray to the edge of the soul, neon nostalgia is in total control. We've got that neon nostalgia tonight, basking in the glow of artificial light. It's a crossover fever, jazz soul surge,
where the memory and the battery decide to converge.
Electric and ancient, a rhythmic design, neon nostalgia, crossing the line. Glow forever, stay bright, kid. Neon nostalgia until the tube burns out. I'm blooming in the corner where the light doesn't reach, learning the lessons that the shadows have to teach. My petals are velvet and my scent is a sin, wondering where the music and the magic begin. I'm a rare breed flower in a greenhouse of glass, watching the ghosts of the metropolitan past.
I've walked through the jungles of the concrete and steel, searching for something that was actually real. And then I found a blossom in the dead of the night, radiating a purple mysterious light. You're a crossover beauty, a jazz-colored seed, giving a weary soul everything I need. It's a nocturnal nectar, a poisonous joy, a sophisticated nature for a girl and a boy. We're growing in the dark that the heavens employ. We found a midnight orchid in the rain, growing through the sorrow and the metropolitan pain. It's a soul-infused blossom, a jazz-drenched bliss, sealed with the dew of a botanical kiss. Exotic and elegant, a rhythmic design, midnight orchid, perfectly divine. The garden is sleeping, but we're wide awake for the sake of the rhythm and the beauty we make. I've seen the roses and I've seen the weeds, but you're the only one who fulfills my needs. It's a vintage fragrance, a soulful perfume, filling up the emptiness of the lonely room. I'm stretching my leaves to the beat of the drum, waiting for the pollination of the spirit to come. It's a high-fashion floral, a glamorous root, the branches of jazz and the ancient fruit. We're blossoming slow in the violet haze, under the influence of the urban ways. It's a nocturnal nectar, a poisonous joy, a sophisticated nature for a girl and a boy. We're growing in the dark that the heavens employ. We found a midnight orchid in the rain, growing through the sorrow and the metropolitan pain. It's a soul-infused blossom, a jazz-drenched bliss, sealed with the dew of a botanical kiss. Exotic and elegant, a rhythmic design, midnight orchid, perfectly divine. Drink the dew, feel the bloom. There's no more space in this crowded room. From the petal to the pollen to the edge of the soul,
in a glow that's fluid and pale beneath the silver texture of a celestial veil. It's pouring through the window, it's soaking the floor, a silent invitation to a dreamland shore.
I've chased the sun until my shadow grew long, searching for the cadence of a mythical song.
But there's a quiet wisdom in the orb of the night, a cooling saturation of a different light.
It's heavy as a mercury, it's soft as a prayer,
hanging like a curtain in the midnight air. It's a rhythmic ocean, it's a luminous sea,
drowning the world in a deep mystery.
We're drifting away where the spirits are free, drenched in liquid moonlight, head to the toe, watching how the rivers of the universe flow. It's a crossover fusion, a jazz-colored dream, melting our hearts in a shimmering stream. No more friction, just a soulful delight. Under the influence of liquid moonlight.
The clock on the mantle has forgotten to tick in a world that was moving a little too quick. But here in the puddle of a lunar embrace, I see the future written on a beautiful face.
It's a vintage perspective, a soul-infused view, turning the old world into something so new.
I'm catching the beams in the palm of my hand,
like a handful of diamonds or a bucket of sand. It's a high fashion fever with a cool-hearted touch, not too little and never too much, just a perfect vibration, a rhythmic release, finding the center of an absolute peace. It's a rhythmic ocean, it's a luminous sea,
drowning the world in a deep mystery.
We're drifting away where the spirits are free, drenched in liquid moonlight, head to the toe, watching how the rivers of the universe flow. It's a crossover fusion, a jazz-colored dream, melting our hearts in a shimmering stream. No more friction, just a soulful delight. Under the influence of liquid moonlight. We're standing right here on the very brink of a silver reality, a metallic soul. Liquid moonlight is taking control. Liquid moonlight, moonlight, flowing so bright. It's a crossover fusion, a jazz-colored dream, melting our hearts in a shimmering stream. No more friction, just a soulful delight. Under the influence of liquid moonlight. It's so cool, it's so clear. Liquid moonlight till the sun draws near. The road is stretching out to a point of pure light, ending the struggle of the long, lonely night. I'm looking at the boundary where the sky meets the land, with a vintage map and a heart in my hand. The clouds are parting for a final display, as the ghosts of the past simply wither away.
I've walked many miles and I've sung many songs, writing the rhythms and the melodic wrongs. But this is the vista that I've waited to see, the ultimate version of the music and me.
It's a peaceful conclusion, a golden age view, under a canopy of a brand new blue. It's a spiritual distance,
luminescent
around the very last
sophisticated bend.
We're merging our souls where the heavens descend. We're reaching the final horizon at last, leaving the shadows and the echoes of the past. It's a crossover glory, a jazz soul flight, shining like a beacon in the morning light. Infinite beauty, a timeless design, where the stars align.
The curtain is rising on a limitless scene, in the space that exists where the world has been.
I've learned that the journey is a circle of grace, ending right here in this beautiful place. It's a vintage perspective, a soul-infused dream, flowing like a river in a celestial stream.
I'm amplifying the hope until it's all I can feel, in a
final horizon that is actually real. It's a high definition, eternal bass, so letting the magnitude take a massive control, where mirrors of light, where shadows of song, in a final horizon where we both belong.
It's a spiritual distance,
luminescent,
around the very last
sophisticated bend. We're merging our souls where the heavens descend. We're reaching the final horizon at last, leaving the shadows and the echoes of the past. It's a crossover glory, a jazz soul flight, shining like a beacon in the morning light. Infinite beauty, a timeless design, final horizon where the stars align.
the sun is rising.
We're reaching the final horizon at last, leaving the shadows and the echoes of the past. It's a crossover glory, a jazz soul flight, shining like a beacon in the morning light. Infinite beauty, a timeless design, final horizon where the stars align.
We made it.
I'll see you there, kid.
Final horizon
Into the eternal light. tide is pulling at the hem of my gown, while the restless pulse of the city dies down. I'm bathing in a glow that's fluid and pale, beneath the silver texture of a celestial veil. It's pouring through the window, it's soaking the floor, a silent invitation to a dreamland shore.
I've chased the sun until my shadow grew long, searching for the cadence of a mythical song. But there's a quiet wisdom in the orb of the night, a cooling saturation of a different light.
It's heavy as a mercury, it's soft as a prayer, hanging like a curtain in the midnight air. It's a rhythmic ocean, it's a luminous sea,
drowning the world in a deep mystery.
We're drifting away where the spirits are free, drenched in liquid moonlight, head to the toe, watching how the rivers of the universe flow. It's a crossover fusion, a jazz-colored dream, melting our hearts in a shimmering stream. No more friction, just a soulful delight, under the influence of liquid moonlight.
The clock on the mantle has forgotten to tick in a world that was moving a little too quick. But here in the puddle of a lunar embrace, I see the future written on a beautiful face. It's a
Vintage perspective, a soul-infused view, turning the old world into something so new.
I'm catching the beams in the palm of my hand, like a handful of diamonds or a bucket of sand.
It's a high-fashion fever with a cool-hearted touch, not too little and never too much, just a perfect vibration, a rhythmic release, finding the center of an absolute peace. It's a rhythmic ocean, it's a luminous sea, drowning the world in a deep mystery. We're drifting away where the spirits are free, drenched in liquid moonlight, head to the toe, watching how the rivers of the universe flow. It's a crossover fusion, a jazz-colored dream, melting our hearts in a shimmering stream. No more friction, just a soulful delight, under the influence of liquid moonlight.
We're standing right here on the very brink
of a silver reality, a metallic soul. Liquid moonlight is taking control. Liquid moonlight, flowing so